I think I feel better. Do you? Well, all I did was take time for myself to play my flute. Well, let's check into the science of what's called music therapy and how it can be used for positive flute mental health. Let's get it.
You can do it, and Rebecca will show you how, step by step all along the way. Introducing the Learn Flute Podcast.
Well, hi, flute friends, and welcome. Have you ever wondered if playing the flute can actually make you feel happier and more balanced? Well, today we're talking all about flute mental health and how your flute can become a beautiful tool for wellness inspired by music therapy. And before we go any further, I want to remind you that I create all of this content here, the videos, the articles, the podcasts, just for you. So I need to hear from you from time to time at least. So make sure that, and also to help make sure that the content that I'm making for you is what you want. Now, I want to know if it interests you and keeps you motivated to continue to strive to be the best person and the musician that you can be. Like Zaina, who sent me the comment of, I feel so inspired since starting here at Learn Flute Online. Well, thank you, Zaina. It's great to hear from you today. So get into the comments section here and give me some feedback, okay? Click the like, the subscribe, and leave a rating and a comment. I can't wait to see it and hope that it gives me more ideas that I can use to make the next episode just for you. Now, let's talk about music therapy. Today, music therapy is a proven method that uses music to help people feel better emotionally and mentally. And physically too as well. It's a subject that has its own degree in college even, but if you're not working with a formal music therapist, simply playing your flute at home can bring you many of the same amazing benefits. So in this episode, I'll show you how playing the flute helps reduce stress, boosts your mood, and creates a stronger sense of calm and focus in your life. Whether you're a brand new beginner or have been playing for many years, you'll learn why each breath and each note can help support your mind and your heart in a powerful way. We'll also talk about simple ways that you can use your flute as a daily wellness tool without any pressure or perfection. It's all about enjoying the journey and feeling good inside and out. So let's get started and explore how music therapy helps us. Playing the flute is truly a gift for your mental health. So what is music therapy? Well, today let's start by understanding what music therapy really is and why it connects so well to flute mental health and overall wellness. Well, music therapy is a professional practice where trained therapists use music to help people improve their mental health, their emotional well-being, and even physical health. As I said, musical therapy sessions can look very different though, depending on the person and the setting. For example, with children, a music therapist might use simple songs, rhythm games, or instruments to play and help kids express feelings, develop social skills, oral skills, verbal skills, and build confidence. Many shy or anxious children find it easier to open up through music rather than talking. With adults, music therapy can help manage stress and support recovery from traumas and provide comfort during difficult life changes. Now, adults might work on songwriting, listening to certain pieces of music to process emotions, or even playing instruments to relax and reconnect with themselves. Now, in hospital settings, music therapy is often used to support pain management, help patients relax before or after surgery, and improve overall mood during long hospital stays. A music therapist might also play calming music or live music at a patient's bedside or guide a patient to hum or sing to reduce anxiety and support healing. Music therapy is also used in rehabilitation centers, nursing homes, and mental health clinics. Now, in these places, it helps people improve memory, movement communication skills, and emotional expression. Whew, that's a lot. So, the beautiful part is that even if you're not working directly with a therapist, playing your flute at home can bring many of the same benefits. Every single time you focus on your breath, move your fingers. We're working on smooth connections and also just listening to our tone, listening deeply. You're supporting your mental health through self-guided music therapy. Now, when you play your flute, you practice controlled breathing, we call it, which naturally calms your body. And we get to create sound, which allows us to express emotions in a really healthy way. We get to focus on the present moment, which is the essence of mindfulness. All of this works together to support your flute mental health and overall wellness. Now, by understanding what music therapy looks like for different people and in different places, you can see just how powerful music and flute playing in particular can be for mental health. So, why flute playing is extra special for wellness? Well, now that we understand what music therapy really is and how it supports mental health, let's go ahead and talk about why flute playing is extra special when it comes to wellness compared to other instruments or other ideas for therapy and music therapy. Well, flute playing is unique because it naturally combines many of the elements that support mental health and overall wellness. So first, let's talk about breath control, since we use a lot of breath when we're playing the flute. Every time we play the flute, we focus on taking slow, deep breaths. And this type of breathing helps calm our nervous system and it lowers our stress levels. Many wellness practices like meditation and yoga also rely on these same type of deep breathing. It's for this reason. And when you pick up your flute, you're giving yourself like a mini breathing and mindfulness session without even thinking about it. Next, flute playing requires focus and attention and being present in the moment. We're not thinking about our to-do list or like worrying about tomorrow or all the things that we have. We're just focused on our tone, fingers, and the beauty of each note. This focus helps reduce anxiety and encourages a sense of calm and flow. Now, another important part of flute playing for mental health is self-expression. Now, sometimes it's kind of hard to put feelings into words, but playing a simple melody or even trying and learning how to improvise freely can help us release emotions in a healthy way. You can choose to play a peaceful, gentle piece when you need comfort, or a bright, lively tune when we want to, say, lift our mood, get more excited, find more energy. Well, this emotional connection to music is one of the most powerful wellness benefits. So, flute playing also supports a sense of achievement and progress. That's something I just love. When you master a piece, a new piece that you're working on, or improve your tone or any little skill, you feel like a boost of confidence and pride. And this helps build a positive mindset and supports emotional health over time. Isn't that nice? So finally, the sound of the flute itself brings feelingness of lightness and joy. The clear flowing tone can be really soothing to both you and anyone listening. And just hearing yourself play can brighten your day and help you feel more connected to yourself and others. It was really fun to get the comment from Nikki, who says, I feel so much more confident and I see that I'm improving consistently here. Well, sweet Nikki, this is great to hear how you feel. By combining breath, focus, self-expression, and joy, flute playing becomes a complete wellness practice. It's like your own form of music therapy that supports your own mental health every single time you take your flute out and play. So great. So far we've talked about what music therapy is and how it supports mental health and why flute playing is such a powerful tool for wellness. Now, let's bring it to life some more with a few real stories. I'm going to leave out their names here, but the experiences are from real people who've shared them with me. And maybe you'll find that these connect with you as well. Over the years, I've seen so many students experience big changes in their emotional health just by adding flute into their daily life. Now, one student shared with me that she started flute playing during a very stressful time in her career. At first, she thought it would just be kind of like a fun hobby, but she quickly realized that it became her daily escape and a source of calm. And even just 10 minutes of gentle playing helped her feel more grounded and relaxed. She called it her daily reset button for her mental health. And she told me that she'd always been someone who had always enjoyed striving for achievement, but had felt like those days were gone since finishing her doctorate degree, and getting back into playing the flute and having the Learn Flute Online program specifically, which is set up for daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly achievement. It really just lit her soul on fire again, and she's been here ever since. Her patients in her clinic told her that they noticed a difference in her demeanor as well, so she started adding music therapy sessions for her patients who needed it the most and really has had great success with it. So I love that. Now, another student told me that he used to struggle with anxiety and so much self-doubt and just not sure of anything. And after working with me here, he found that working on tone exercises specifically and really slow melodies really just felt like meditation to him. He says that flute playing gave him a new way to express emotions and clear his mind. It's something that he hadn't been able to do before. He's currently shining up his brand new solid silver flute and cherishing every moment with it, and it's given him a new purpose and demonstrating to him that he has something he's really good at and can contribute to life, which is very cool. Now, I also hear from many adults, many adults, who pick up the flute later on in life. And one woman told me that she started playing as a way to keep her mind and her brain active and her hands busy and keep everything nimble and working after a late retirement. Now, she didn't expect it to help her feel so emotionally lifted, but she describes her practice time as one of the happiest parts of her day. And one more little story about a flute friend and player here within Learn Flute Online who was laid up in the hospital with an untimely tumor that was extending her stay for weeks and weeks, which was causing all sorts of depression and boredom, and her outlook on life changed in an instant when a flute player came confidently and sweetly into the room asking if she'd like to hear a song. Now, this flutist played something that transported her into a new dimension of thought. And this student said that she realized she would be getting better. She would be okay. And that she also wanted music to be part of her life forever so that she could also pass on this gift to someone in need. This gave her new drive and confidence that she could bring new elements into her own life that put her in the driver's seat again. Now, if that doesn't get you going, then I'm not sure what will. Well, these stories of how, and they show how flute playing offers more than just musical skills, right? Becomes a tool for self-expression, mindfulness, and emotional support. It's something we can all use, right? It's a personal form of musical therapy, or music therapy, I guess we can say, even if you're just playing in your living room. I always remind my students that progress on the flute isn't just about faster fingers or perfect tone. It really is about feeling better, building confidence, and creating special connection to yourself through music. Now, when you hear these stories, I hope you feel inspired to see your own flute playing as part of your wellness journey too. Now, in the next section, we're going to talk about simple ways that you can use your flute as a wellness tool, starting right today, no matter your skill level. Okay, now that we've heard some inspiring stories, let's talk about how you can start using the flute for playing your own and having your own wellness and mental health right now. So, one of the easiest ways is focusing. I had sort of mentioned it before about breathing exercises while you play. Well, just choose a simple long tone exercise. And I mean long, okay? Long tones. Now, as you play these, pay close attention to your breath going in like through your mouth, and where it actually travels down your throat and all the way down into your lungs and expands and fills them all the way to the bottom. Sometimes I like to say, fill it all the way to your toes. And really, we want to kind of use a smooth, steady airstream coming in and then also going back out. And just this focus on it helps calm your mind, it lowers your stress, and connects you to the present moment. Now, another idea is to play your favorite melody slowly, no matter what it is, and just play it for yourself. Forget about mistakes or perfection. Instead, let's just focus on the feeling of the notes and the gentle sound of your flutes. This type of flute playing, just for fun, can be powerful and a very powerful form of mindfulness. And you can also try, like I said, some improvising, which is just choosing a few notes or a simple scale, make up a short melody right on the spot. Doesn't have to be anything amazing. Improvising helps you explore emotions and expresses them in a healthy, creative way. It's one of the most personal and freeing ways to support your mental health through music. Whether it's really good or not, like I said, doesn't really matter. It's more the idea of using a new part of your brain to come up with something of your own. It's yours, and that it was kind of fun. Okay? And the more you learn inside the level modules of Learn Flute Online, the more you'll have tools to have this type of creative fun. Then you can grab these skills and you can like pull them out of a hat at any moment, and it will give you an endorphin kick, basically. That will make you feel better. Well, who couldn't use that, right? Love it. Now, if you enjoy writing things down, keeping a short journal after each practice session, or writing even just one sentence about how you felt, well, over time, you're going to see patterns and you'll discover which types of flute playing help you feel the most happy and the most relaxed. I like to feel happy and relaxed. Do you? Well, another simple way to use your flute for wellness is to create a comfort playlist of pieces that make you feel calm or joyful. Play through one of these playlists when you need a mood boost. Now, you can also record yourself playing these pieces if you like to hear yourself play on a recording, and I can also help you with that, and listen to them later as a form of musical self-encouragement. That's a whole new subject for another day. Now, I have one of these types of playlists that I use every single time I take a flight or I'm traveling long distance. And if I want to really take my mind off of what's happening, because I have to just kind of hunker down for a lot of hours, well, it totally works for me. I have a playlist, and I personally love music with a really strong melody line or strong vocals, kind of like popera, if you've heard of that. It's like pop and opera together. I really like it if it's done well. Anyway, I have a certain playlist that I've created, and anytime I'm heading like down the runway on an airplane, well, I put my earbuds in and I hit play. Well, it puts me in some sort of a trance, and I always wake up like 2.5 hours later every single time. It's like a really good nap. Well, anyway, all of these ideas are easy to start, and they don't require a lot of time. Even 10 minutes a day can make a huge difference in your mental health and overall wellness. And the most important part is to focus on the joy and the peacefulness that flute playing can bring, rather than chasing perfection every second. Okay, so as we explore flute playing for this type of wellness and mental health, it's important to remember that music isn't just something that we do alone. connection and community are actually a big part of the magic. That's why we have bands and orchestras and ensembles where we play together. Music can be enjoyed alone, as I mentioned, with like a playlist or someone working on something themselves, or even working on healing after some emotional or physical trauma. But sharing your musical journey with others can make you feel more supported, more motivated, and even more joyful. And when you connect with other flute players, you realize that everyone experiences ups and downs in this world. We live in the world, and this is what happens, right? Well, this shared experience helps build confidence, and it makes the process feel more fun. And many students tell me that they feel really, really shy at first when letting someone else and playing along with someone else. But once they join in, especially our community inside Learn Flute Online, they discover how uplifting it is to share small wins and support each other. Just knowing someone else is cheering you on can make a big difference in your mental health and keep you inspired to continue. Now, being part of a community also helps you stay consistent in your efforts. Now, when you see others practicing and working on it and growing and succeeding and progressing, it naturally encourages you to keep going as well. Now, this sense of belonging is a huge wellness benefit that goes beyond just playing the notes. Now, even if you're practicing alone at home, you're never truly alone when you're part of a positive, supportive group like ours. Even just sharing a comment, posting a video, or just joining in a group chat can help you feel connected and remind you why you started playing the flute in the first place. Well, at Learn Flute Online, we focus on creating this kind of warm and welcoming space. Now, whether you're brand new or you've been playing for years, there is a place for you to grow, share, and feel encouraged inside Learn Flute Online. So remember, your flute playing journey isn't just about technique or speed. It's about creating joy, building confidence, and supporting your mental health every step of the way. So today we've explored how music therapy helps us and the powerful connection between flute playing, mental health, and overall wellness. And like Nancy, who says, since my diagnosis, flute is my take me away moment of the day. So I'm so blessed to have Learn Flute Online in my life. You too can have better health and wellness by being here. It's awesome. Well, we learned that music therapy is used in many settings to help people express feelings, reduce stress, and feel more balanced. We also talked about why flute playing is extra special with its focus on breath, mindfulness, and self-expression. It becomes a beautiful tool for daily wellness. Now, you heard real stories today from students who discovered that their flute playing practice was more than just learning notes. It became a way to feel calmer, happier, and more connected to themselves. And we also shared some simple ways that you can start using your flute for wellness right now. Whether you're playing long tones or improvising a short melody or just enjoying a favorite song. Well, every moment you spend with your flute supports your mental health. And finally, we talked about the importance of community and feeling connected and supported that can make all the difference in your journey. Now, when you join a positive flute community, you gain encouragement, inspiration, and the joy of sharing your progress with others who understand exactly what you're doing. Now, as you move forward, I encourage you to see your flute playing as more than just practice. See it as a gift to yourself and to your mind and your heart. It's a gentle, joyful way to take care of yourself each day. I'd love to hear from you. How does flute playing support your wellness? And has it helped your mental health in ways that you didn't even expect? Well, please leave a comment, send me a message, or share inside our Learn Flute Online community if you're already there. And thank you for being here and making music part of your wellness journey. Until the next time, let's say keep breathing, keep playing beautifully, and enjoying every note. You got this.
Thanks for listening today. Remember that this is where people of all ages, such as you, can come, learn, and play the musical instrument flute in an easy-to-follow, organized manner, and in the privacy and comfort of your own home, on your own schedule.